Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest athletes in the box, Crip walking and dancing with the baby bear cubs. I see you, athlete. Good morning. Shout out to everybody on YouTube that's tuning in. It's the voice here. Chainlink is pulling back. It's down like, what, 16, 17, almost 20%. I want to talk about the linkers. I want to talk about these DeFi coins. We got Yearn booming today. I've made some moves, and things are shaking and baking, guys. I'm feeling good. We're seeing slight pullbacks here, but this may be an opportunity. This may be, actually, this looks like a bullish pullback in my opinion. Shout out to Lady Plants. Good morning to you. And shout out to everybody that's tuning into the live broadcast. I just fired up this live stream. We are warming up the ovens, 12,000 and beyond. Yesterday it was 11K and beyond. Today's 12K and beyond. And this thing is looking good. This slight pullback, it feels like a pullback, but just yesterday when I started the broadcast, it was at 11.8. So, we're higher than we were yesterday. So this thing moves fast. A day in crypto is like a month in the real world. Shout out to Rafterman, yo boomers. I see you out there. So yeah, we'll be checking out the prices. I'm going to look at Link. I want to keep an eye on these DeFi coins. I made a play on Yearn Finance. I told you guys last week on my own, and that thing is moving. I took some gains and I rearranged the DeFi coins bag that I have, and I'll also show you the portfolio, the community portfolio. So, I'll keep you guys up to date as to what the strategy is, how I'm moving the baggage, and more. Shout out to Derek Smith, Rafterman, Lady Plants athlete. We're just preheating this crypto oven, 12,000 and beyond. Chainlink is pulling back after a run like no other. I'll tell you that. Chainlink boomed like no other in the past 2 years. I only wish that I would have just dumped the whole bag on Link. The memes were screaming. The community was, telling us to get on the train, and we did. But, I'm not going to throw the whole bag at it. It's one of those coulda, shoulda, woulda things. But I'm glad that we were able to extract some gains. So the gain extraction did occur. Good morning to Rafterman, Derek Smith, Lady Plants athlete. I am multi-streaming using Restream.io. It's a service that lets you live stream to multiple platforms at once. And this is being broadcasted both on YouTube and DLive right now. Justin Live's going live soon with the launch of Just DeFi. Yeah, I heard something about that. I don't know what's going to happen today, Crystozilla, but I would expect some Tron DeFi platforms to start popping up, and Crystozilla's letting us know about JST, which is apparently Justin Sun's coin. I don't know much about it, but I'll keep an eye on that. Albus says, you have another opportunity if you missed out a link, get out of Ren. I never was in Ren, Albus. I don't know what you're saying. Get on Ren. Oh, I thought you said get out of Ren. Yeah, we were talking about Ren. We've mentioned it. We've got a couple DeFi coins, and I was leaning over to Ren. There's a few other ones, and I'll show you guys the portfolio and my strategy as of late. But yeah, these DeFi coins are doing all right. And here's another question too. With the Link coin, is it wise to buy the dip? When you're seeing something pull back 18%, we'll look at it right now, but it's a substantial dip. So, begs the question, do you buy the dip? And we'll talk about that in just a moment. Look at the Bitcoin charts. We're currently at 12,185 with a high of 12,4 and a low of 12,20. We're going up fast. Things are looking good. Trading sideways in the 24, but we really had a nice run up yesterday in the morning. You could see we catapulted from about 11.8 to about 12.4, and that was a nice run. So prepare, buckle up, guys. Buckle up and prepare. It's looking good. Let's go ahead and run down the math over here on CoinGecko. I've been using CoinGecko more often as of late compared to Coin Market Cap. I like it. It's a little different, and it also has that DeFi ranking list. So I keep my eyes on that. You can see Bitcoin currently at 12,157, Ether at 425, Ripple there at 30 cents, Chainlink at 15.31. It's down 19% in the past 24 hours after catapulting into the top 5, doing way better than expected. Chainlink is the dominant DeFi coin, the oracle that provides the price and data information to the other smart contracts, is what I understand. This thing is all the way up. It's at $15 right now after topping off at 19. Listen, when it comes to something like Link, I think it's going to stay around. I definitely think it's going to stick around. I'm very, very surprised that it surpassed Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin. If you're interested in hodling a coin, I wouldn't think it would be a bad idea to jump on Link. But here's the thing with Link. I think at this point it made the majority of its gains. Now, granted, I said that when it went from 30 cents to $3. So, I've gotten off the train believing that Link has already made its gains. But, now the top 5 coin right now, what is it? The next coin it could take over is Tether. I don't know. Tether has a market cap of $12 billion. Chainlink is at $5 billion. So, here's the thing. If you're interested in holding Link for a long time or for a midterm, I don't think it would be a bad move to buy this substantial dip at down 19%, guys. It's down 19%. It's still up 14% on the 7-day, but it's down 6% in the last hour. So, I mean, it's one of those things. If you still want to hold this coin and have it as part of your portfolio, then maybe it would be an opportunity. Now, that being said, it's already a top 5 coin. What do you think? It's going to be a number 3? Listen, it is an ERC20 token. So, I mean, for Link to surpass Ether, I can't see that happening as of late. Albus says, personally, I think it's too high. The price right now, if it drops below $10, I might buy some Link. I can understand that as well. I'm just looking at it, when I see a coin that is attractive, that we've already vetted as a coin that is not bad to have in the portfolio, then I consider buying the dip when it's so substantial like that. And, I'm going to go over the strategy too, because, this is what I do, every day, every week, that I have my watch list, and I've done it here in front of you guys. I have my watch list and those assets that I'm targeting and the ones that I already like, that I vetted, and then I wait for the dip. Instead of chasing coins around, I look at the watch list, already the coins that I've already sifted through. And if it's on a dip, then I look at the technicals. And if they're still strong, then I consider buying the dip. And that's seems to be the case today with Link. ADA says, Roger Ripple. Yeah, that one's doing all right too. It's down today. It's down slightly. It's at 13 cents. Cardano number 8. But Litecoin just surpassed it. So let's keep running down the list. Cash is at 306, Litecoin at 65, Cardano at 13, Satoshi Vision finally falling on the rankings. It's going to drop out of the top 10, hopefully. 221 on SV. EOS trying to fight back into the top 10. We got, look what's interesting here. This is number 9, 11, and 10. So it's kind of weird there. You see, it jumps from 9 to 11 and back to 10. I don't know why that is. It's probably because this thing is actually changing in real time. Anyhow, you got EOS at 362, Binance at 23, Crypto.com at 17 cents. I remember when Crypto.com was 3 cents. Wow. Tezos 380, Stellar 10, Tron at 2. And again, Tron today is going to announce that JST DeFi platform. So says Christozilla. So we're going to keep our eye on that. JM Papa says he's buying the dip on Link. Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, listen, if you're interested in holding that in your portfolio, I don't see it, as a bad strategy. Now, me personally, I don't think I'm going to be buying the dip. I'm not for my goals. I'm trying to stack bits and ETHs, so it's not like I want to stack Link. That's the facts, Jack. I'll trade it and everything, but I'm just trying to stack my BTC and Ether. Now, because of that, I'll consider buying another token that I feel like it may move faster in the short term. So, that's the situation. Let's go ahead and run that DeFi math over here. But yeah, Chainlink is down. And, again, it presents an opportunity. Listen, if Bitcoin's down 15% in one day, you best believe that I'll be strongly considering buying a good amount. Let me click on this Amazon ad here. Okay, so you could see top 100 decentralized finance coins by market cap. Chainlink obviously in way ahead, market cap at 5.8 billion, and then every other coin is less than $1 billion. So I would remove Chainlink here, because the thing is with Chainlink, it is a DeFi coin, obviously, because it's providing the Oracle service, but you don't go to Chainlink to do loans or provide liquidity. So those platforms are like Lend, Syntex, Maker, and Compound. I'll tell you, this Aave token has done great. Yesterday, I took some gains from Aave because Aave was up. Lend was up substantially yesterday. So I rolled those gains and I picked up Syntex because Syntex is down. Okay, let me be clear with you guys as far as these decentralized finance coins and these altcoins, as far as the way I'm looking at it, my personal strategy. I'm not falling in love with any of these coins. Link, Syntex, Maker, Compound, I don't. My interest is not to hold on to them. I'm not married to them, so I'm riding the waves. So like I said yesterday, I saw Lend up a lot. It was clearly in the green. Let me take some gains. I sold at least a quarter of the bag, and then I rolled it over into the next token that I see that's in the red. Again, my strategy is I've already identified the coins that I'm interested in. Okay, so I'll go over here to my watch list, like you'll see it over here. I mean, coins or assets. You could do it on TradingView. I recommend, TradingView's free. So you could set up your watch list and then, find out what's in the red for today. So I'll look over here. I'll see that Link is in the red. It's down 20% against Bitcoin. So, if that's a token that I'm interested in hodling, then, that's screaming buy to me, especially after you run the technicals here. Let me go to the Link technicals. It doesn't show the Link technicals. Usually with crypto assets, it doesn't really show the technicals. And, that's another thing that you could look at to reinforce your decision. But, crypto moves so fast that I wouldn't necessarily look at the technical graph like I would on a asset that's traded on the NASDAQ or the S&P. I'll look at the BTC technicals because it's more of a big asset, but usually it's more about fundamentals here with these altcoins. So, I'll see... let's see if they show any technicals against the USD. Yeah, it shows it. I mean, you could go here and review this, but again, I consider technicals less when dealing with altcoins. They make less of a impact on my decision, but they're still good. So it's another reason to reinforce your decision. Litecoin, haha. Yeah, how about Litecoin? Lend had an announcement that it was changing to AAVE at a ratio of 100:1. I don't know about that. I haven't checked that out. If they pull up JST, the speed and low transaction fees of TRX could attract a number of DeFi platforms. Yeah, I would expect that, Christozilla. I've been saying this too. Right now the majority of the market dominance on DeFi platforms are congregated within the Ether blockchain, and that's not going to be for long. Look up Chainlink in the Urban Dictionary. No thanks. Oh, well, just by saying that makes me not want to look. So you got plenty of coins here in the red. So, I'll scan here and I'll look for the ones that are in the red that I really like. I'll double check their technicals and then I'll consider taking a stab. But what I won't do, okay, is I won't be buying coins that are so in the green. I'll consider the opposite. I would consider selling them. Like, for instance, BAT right now is up 7%. So if you're holding some BAT, you may want to consider rolling it over. So basically, the strategy here is when it's an altcoin, for me at least, I'm riding it till I see it go green, and then I'll move it into another altcoin that I see is red, one that I've already identified. So again, Something like Lend was up green yesterday. I'm like, all right, let me take these gains. I take a portion of those gains. And then I got into SNX, which was red. It's a token that I've already identified as one that I want to acquire more of. Poison says total supply to go to 16 million. Yeah, I got to check that out. I haven't heard anything about that. Poison. I see your comments. I got to check that out. Thanks for giving us the heads up. Apparently, there may be some sort of a change there with Lend, and I gotta reference that. I gotta check that out. So again, let's go ahead and show these DeFi coins. So again, Aave was up. I got some Synthex. Ren is one that I'm definitely attracted to. I haven't been able to, not able, I mean, I just haven't acquired it, being that I've gotten into other coins. On one that I've been acquiring, and one that many could consider here, if you're attracted to Link, is Band Protocol. Band Protocol is an alternative to Link. It's another Oracle, and this one's supported by Binance. Okay, this is going to be providing information to smart contracts. So, I wouldn't sleep on Band. I started accumulating some Bands. You can see it hasn't really moved this week like other tokens have. But that's the strategy here, guys. The strategy here is to try to get in before the wave swells. And you can see Yearn Finance doing great. I actually got into this one last week. And it started moving this weekend, I believe. And I already took some profits. I may even consider taking more profits. It's up 33% now in 24 hours. So you see what I'm saying? I'm not one of those that are like, let me see how much more it could go. If it's over 10% in the green, I'll probably take some profits and roll it into the next coin that I feel like it's going to swell up. And again, we're in the midst, what I believe is a bull run in the DeFi coins. So, I got a target of coins, a batch of coins that I'm looking to capitalize off. And, I'll dance from this one to that one. But my strategy is, again, speculation. I'm going to be honest. I'm not interested in, holding these coins for a long term. I'm not, I'm not married to any of these coins. The only one that I'm probably less prone to sell here is Kyber. And I'll tell you that much. The reason is because Kyber, by staking the token, just simply by holding the Kyber token, you receive Ether rewards. Okay. So out of all of these, it's attractive in that sense that the rewards actually come in ETH. Now, some of these tokens, they'll give you staking rewards, but it's in the form of a stable coin or another token. But Kyber is blessing us with Ether. So it's something to consider. Kyber, it hasn't been moving much, but I've been accumulating. So as of late, the tokens I'm looking to get more of that I've already began taking stabs at are Band. And I already picked up Yearn. And so mostly I've been focusing on, picking up more Synthex and more Band. I've already picked up Yearn. I'm not going to buy Yearn when it's up 26%. Again, I may even sell more of it. So kaboom. Loopring is another one that's been attracting me. I was attracted to Ampleforth, but this one proved not to be a winner. I liked the idea and I was interested in it. I'm glad that I was very cautious with this one because it really attracted me when it was up almost closer to $2. And I'm like, you know what? I think I had like this one trades on KuCoin. So I had an extra like $20-$30 on KuCoin. I'm like, let me just get some Ampleforth, and I got clapped on that one. So I'm no longer interested in Ampleforth. Balancer is one that I'm still interested in. Kava is one that we're holding in, but I've noticed with Kava, it's making less noise than other ones. So I'm considering maybe if Kava doesn't perform anymore, I may get rid of the Kava bag. George says, why no Hex in the original DeFi? I'm not sure, but my understanding is that maybe with CoinGecko and some of the other sites, you have to be traded in multiple exchanges. Something like Hex, I think it only trades on Uniswap. Like you can't go to Binance or something like that. So, the coins on Uniswap, anybody can get a coin listed on Uniswap. I'm reminded of a interview with the CoinGecko boss. I think it was Box Mining that talked about it. And they vet coins and they keep an eye on the coins that are only on Uniswap. Because if you're only trading on Uniswap, then it could be argued that the coin has more probability of being funny bunny. I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but you know what I mean. Solve, I think, has good potential. I haven't heard of that one, Solve. And again, I may be wrong about that, George, but that's what I assume. I think that if a token's only listed on one exchange or just on Uniswap, then they may not get the exposure that some of these other coins have. Hex is doing a year-long ICO. I don't know. And honestly, guys, I don't care. I don't. I mean, I've been hearing about the Hex, and I know people made gains with it. I'm not interested in a coin named Hex that's only traded on Uniswap. I got other coins that I've made gains on, that appear a lot more legitimate. So, And again, that's not to throw shade at those that, made gains with Hex. I get it, guys. Good for you. Good for you. But so many things about it don't attract me. And the only thing that people mention when they want you to get in the coin is all these gains that you can make. And that's good. But, I'm not that thirsty. I'm really not that thirsty. Fair enough. I think Hex is being gatekept. I don't know. I doubt that. I think it's, I don't even, honestly, I don't even care. That's the thing. The Hex crew gets a little culty to me, and more power to them. I really don't care. I don't care. I got other coins to worry about. But yeah, that may be a reason why it's not listed on these lists, though. That's something to consider. Let's go ahead and take a peek over here on DLive. We got 5 people on DLive. Let me go ahead and put some lemons in the treasure chest. We'll do a little lemon distribution in just a moment. You can see Justin Sun's already on live. I'm explaining the JST platform. And listen, guys, look out for this. I would expect for Tron to have a lot of DeFi. I would expect Cardano, when and if it ever actually launches those smart contracts, they may have some DeFi. And I've already saw at one point some DeFi on EOS. There's also the Cosmos blockchain, amongst other. All right, guys, I'm going to distribute these lemons. Click claim rewards on your end so that you can get some lemons if you're on DLive. Let's do it. Let me share a meme or 3. Let's go. Boom, Athlete is the lucky winner, and we got Christozilla there. Also, when Athlete received 33 and Zilla got 19. So congratulations. And we do this every day, guys. Make sure you join DLive because it's an alternative to YouTube. Kaboom. Let's go ahead and check out the headlines today. Is there any sexy headlines? You know what? Before we do that, let's look at the traditional markets. We talked about Link. We talked about those DeFi coins. Let me look at these traditional markets. Athlete just passed the virtual joint. I see that. Shout out to Athlete. And here we are. Markets are slightly in the red, but they're trading sideways. 33.77 there on the S&P. Dow there at 27.709. Sideways trading. Nothing too exciting. Indices, futures are slightly up, but it's signaling just sideways trading here in the morning. Let's look at the metals. Gold has just cracked 2,000. Gold is above 2,000 now, 2006 right now. Silver looking strong, up another 1.3%, $28 on silver. Yesterday, silver had a nice run. It still has some gas in the tank. And this weekend, I bought some more silver coins on SD Bullion. And the next morning, it was up 5%. So, I can crip walk to that. Shout out to my metalheads. Got the 10-year bond is down 0.675. And the cryptos are down as well. I would expect the metals and the silver to continue to rise as well as the cryptos, guys. So we're in the midst of a nice bull run, and hopefully you guys are riding these waves. See what Wall Street Journal saying. Walmart flexes its scale to power through the pandemic. And here's one that I got my eyes on. Walmart hasn't been moving that well. Okay, and I did a play at Walmart a few months ago. It's been a slow mover, and I would expect it to move more quickly. Now, they just reported earnings this morning, and they are killing the game. They're smashing it. So I would expect a pullback and then a boom. So this may be a little opportunity here to do a little spread on Walmart or whatnot. Let me look at the technicals, but that's something I may consider. Every week I do a little credit spread or more. Where's my WMT? So earnings were reported this morning with Walmart. They were strong. Their online sales are really boosted. Walmart is going to, or is already attempting to compete with Amazon. And one thing I actually noticed with Walmart too, they're going to set up drive-through movie theaters in certain locations. You could pull up, watch some movies, and that's, I think it was a good idea. And they're trying to boost their online sales department to compete with Amazon Prime. Now they're going to pull up this drive-through thing, and I would expect more from Walmart. I'm not fond of Walmart as a company, but they're seems to be making some gains here in the short run. Technicals are looking strong. Buy, strong buy in the 1 day. The 1 week is looking pretty good as well. 1 month is looking fair as well. I might try to see if there's some spreads here that I can get into. The credit spreads. You put up a collateral and then you get credited up front some money. And if the stock stays above those strike prices, you keep the bag. I like drive-ins. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. It's a good idea. You guys might want to run a search on that. Walmart is doing drive-in movie theaters in certain locations, and they're playing movies. And I thought it's a great idea that get people closer to the store. Now I don't go to Walmart. I don't remember the last time I went to Walmart. I'm not interested in going to Walmart, but I'm looking strictly at the math here, and the math seems to make sense. So that's definitely one. And look, another one here that I see slightly in the red, and one that's been treating me well, is NVIDIA. You saw yesterday they were booming in the green, and I don't buy when it's green. So I wait, and now they're red, and their technical still reads strong buy, strong buy, and then you got the 1 week buy, or well, the oscillators say sell, but it's still strong. So listen, I may consider. So I'll shop Walmart, I'll shop NVIDIA, and see what I can get as a credit. That's more favorable. I already know what I'm looking for. You see what I'm saying? I'm not chasing things down. Like, yes, I like NVIDIA, but yesterday was off the table. Today it's down almost 2%. So I'm like, okay, maybe I could take a stab at it now. I'll run the math on NVIDIA. Maybe that's something we can shop right now. I can show you guys like shopping for a credit spread on NVIDIA. Let me see if I can pull up Robinhood. Give you guys an exclusive real quick. All right, let's show you guys an example. I'm not sure if I'm going to place an order, but let's say this is what I'll do. Here's the NVIDIA page for Robinhood. This is my Robinhood account, and you could see here NVIDIA's dropping. It's on a dip. So what I'll go to trade NVIDIA options. And we got contracts expiring every week. 21st is Friday. So, I do a weekly play. So, we're already in this week. I wouldn't, I would wait till next, I would shop for next week. Let's say August 28th. Okay. So I'll go to sell put. And here's the first thing I do. Okay, guys. I look at this chance of profit. Okay. I always want to shop around. This is me personally. This is my personal opinion. I don't know if it's right or wrong. This is what I do. I'll look at sell put and I look at the chance of profit. I'll scroll down and I'm usually interested in things that are above 75%, closer to 80%. Hold on. I got to take this call. This may be the mechanic. Hold on. And I'm back. I got my car in the shop. So now they're trying to buy my car, guys. These people are like, oh, we're not taking him to the guy was trying to buy my car right now. I'm not interested with that. So let me go back to what I was doing, guys. I was shopping for an NVIDIA put credit spread, and I was showing you guys how I approached it. So let me go back sharing my screen. So we're back here to the trade options on NVIDIA expiring August 28th. There's weeklies. So, I'll go to the following week. Today is the 18th, so I'll look out to next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday. So I'll go down a chance of profit, sell put, not buy put. Remember, we're selling it. So I'll go to sell put up here, and then I'll go to chance of profit. And again, I'm interested in plays that are around 80% chance of profit. Okay, so, and again, the more chance of profit you have, the less credit you're going to receive. So let's look at something like this one at 81%, 445. So basically what this means is that you are agreeing to buy 100 shares at $444 if at the expiration date, the price of the stock fell below 445. You can see the stock right now is at 487. So if I go ahead and sell this put, okay, you could see that I will receive a credit of $5.78 times 100. Okay, that would be because these are for hundreds. That would be $578. But again, I would have to put a collateral up of $44,000, $44,500 to get into this play. So chill. We don't got $44,000. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll buy a put on the other end so that I could get a cheaper price. Okay, so go ahead and go to buy. Boom. And you buy the one under it. See, the difference between the 445 and 442 is $2.50. That would be the collateral that you have to put up. You have to put up the difference. So then I'll go ahead and here, boom, and you can see my total credit now will be 45 cents. So what this means is, okay, if I get into this, I put up $250 and I'll receive $45 for every $250 I put up. So let's say that's actually not a bad deal. I would want it closer to like 50 cents. So let's say if we did 4 contracts, because 4 times 250 would be $1,000 collateral, and let's say I want 50 cents. So I'll get credited $200 for putting $1,000 up, considering if this order gets filled. Okay, I'm bidding right here. So let's review order, so you guys can see the math here. And again, see, I'll take 4 contracts at a price of 50 cents. That'll credit me $200, and I have to put up a collateral of $1,000, which is the $250 difference between the strike prices times 4. And what am I looking for? A credit, not a debit, which means that I'm going to get money up front if this order gets filled. But what I'm looking at here is that the bids and the ask. Look at this. It's 0 and 90. This is not going to get filled. I mean, I can see it, it's obvious to me. So maybe I would have to do something a little more risky. So let's look at something else here. Let's go back to that screen. Go back to the August 28th. So go back to sell put. Let's look at a 447. Sell that one, and then buy the one right under it, and then you'll see the credit's a little more. Wow. Let's see what the bid and asks is. You know, it's the bid and ask are 5 cents and 105. The spread is too big. That's not going to get filled. And I know these things, guys, as I do it every week. Look at this play. The 450 play's got a 79% chance of hitting. So let's check that one. This one will credit me 58 cents. Let's see how the spreads are not that tight. But you guys get it. You could do this on almost any stock. Now, how do you get out of this? So let's say I got into this and I got the credit of 60 cents, let's say, and it gets filled. Then the way I would be able to get out of this before the expiration day is to buy it back. So I would want the price to go down, not up. I want the price to go down in this instance. So let's say if I buy this and I got credited 60 cents, then I got cross my fingers. I hope for this contracts to go down to 50, 40, 30 cents. And if it does, I could buy it back at that price. So let's say if it dropped to 40 cents, I buy it for 40 cents and I keep the difference, which is 20 cents. I know it's confusing. I should, do a whole, like, I'm going to say a class, but I'm not anybody's advisor and I may be doing it wrong. But I'll tell you this much, guys. I've made gains. Derek is talking about what? Publicly traded. Oh, you're probably talking about T0, and he's always talking about T0. I will check out Hive Mining. It's a company out of Canada. Okay. Just donated one ice cream, Raisin Brand. Raisin Brand. So kaboom. Crypto mining stock. So I thought you were talking about T0, Derek. There was one actually that was trending on Robinhood the other day that they were associated with crypto mining. I forgot the name of it, but they were trading high. There was one. There was only. I don't know much about crypto mining stocks. I saw one the other day. But I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not. It's like you telling me, are you interested in gold mining stocks? No, for that, I'll just buy gold. Now, I'm not interested in crypto mining stocks or gold mining stocks. Some may hit, but they don't really attract me. I'll be honest with you. For that, I'll just buy the coin. And, if you like mining and getting into that, I mean, consider NVIDIA. Or NVIDIA, the one I just pulled up. They not only service gaming, but a lot of people mining on graphics cards are mining with these. So they're not only in demand with crypto, but they're in demand with gaming and AI as well. So yeah, something like NVIDIA is way more attractive than a little baby bear mining company. You see what I'm saying? Because NVIDIA is like crypto, it's gaming, it's AI. I've been super bullish on this, and I've made gains. I've made some gains on this, and I'm not holding the stock. I've just been doing spreads. I noticed one thing here with NVIDIA that just actually I may make a left. Tomorrow is the upcoming earnings, and usually when earnings are announced, there's high volatility and there could be a sell-off. So I'll keep an eye on that. Usually, as a rule of thumb, you want to avoid doing options on earnings because things act differently than they usually do. But yeah, that's something to consider. I like NVIDIA. But keep me posted if you know any companies. I'll look at them, pull up the technicals. I'm trying to figure out what was the name of that company on Robinhood the other day. I read it. I was like, crypto mining. It was like some little baby bear stock. I forgot the name of it. Let me pull it up and see. Let me pull up Robinhood real quick and see if it's still trending. wasn't Hive. It wasn't Hive. That's for sure. It could be one of these on this list. I don't even know. It's not even on the list. Like, it was trending high like 2 days ago. Now it's not trending high. You know, this is the way I look at it. I'm not interested in baby bear stocks. If it's strictly speculation, give me crypto. But yeah, it wasn't Hive though, Derek. If I remember it, I'll pull it up. But I can't. It's not coming up. George says Hex is page 3. I already explained to you, George. It's because it's only traded on one exchange. And when you're only on one exchange, it's prone to funny bunniness. These Hex guys, man, they just want you to like agree with them. George wants me to be like, yeah, it's that Hex is the best coin. It's because everybody's hating on it. It's better than every other coin. Yeah, the reason it's probably not on the front pages is because it's only on one exchange. Don't quote me on that. That's what I'm betting on. That's what I would assume. And you may want to check out Box Mining's interview with the guy of CoinGecko. He alluded to some of that. Kaboom. I'm going to take a few more comments and questions before I land this plane. But yeah, consider that, guys. The spreads, the watch list. I'm thinking of doing like maybe a little series of videos where I just bang out the plays. Nothing small talk. Just like, all right, how to get into spreads, how to get into selling and calls and puts on Bitcoin. Just strictly like technical stuff. None of the small talk, none of the opinions or whatnot that we do here in the live stream. Maybe just videos where I don't even take just videos. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. I don't know because, I mean, I talk about spreads and it's only like 2 people that are like interested in it. But I'm out here telling you guys, I've made gains. I've made gains. And they're steady too. Hex guys are like a fruit fly, can't squash them, but they keep buzzing your eyes. Yeah, I know. It's like they just want to be validated. They know something's funny bunny, right? Because, you know, or maybe subconsciously, they just want to be validated. And listen, I'm happy for you guys. I'm just not interested. Okay, so all you Hex guys out there, keep doing your thing. Thumbs up. I'm not going to throw shade on you guys or nothing. Okay, I'm just not interested. The reason I'm interested in the mining stocks is because BTC is down like 40% from its all-time high, while the mining stocks are still down like 80%. Yeah, but you're valuing on just what all-time high is. It's like, you know, that's one way to look at it, but you know, you're comparing apples to oranges. I see your train of thought. I don't think it's bad, but you know, would that work with if you did it with gold? Let's say, you know, compared the gold mining stocks with gold. Like I don't know if that train of thought works. And here's the bottom line here. I want BTC. And here's the thing. What are the mining companies mining? The BTC or the crypto. So why beat around the bush? Just get the asset that everybody wants to get. I had this whole conversation, I think, last week as far as like getting into mining and buying a mining ring. If you want a banana, you're better off going to the store and buying a banana instead of trying to grow bananas on your own. Like you could say like, nah, I'm gonna grow better bananas and I'm gonna grow them cheaper. And that may be true, guys. But you know, just to grow a cheaper banana than the one that's being provided at the store, you're gonna have to invest on a bunch of stuff. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take all this mission and effort so that you could produce the banana for, you know, whatever price that's cheaper. I mean, I'm sure you could do it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm sure if Derek wanted to make bananas cheaper than Chiquita, he probably could if he set it up a certain way. It would take time, okay? But think about that. Do you want to go through that whole mission? For that, you just buy the banana. That's my train of thought. And here's another one, too, to think. Is there any mining stocks that has outperformed Bitcoin in the past 5 years? I'd say probably not. Besides, you got to move to the tropics. You're not wrong. Buying BTC is the quickest way from point A to point B. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, again, you know, the banana example. Like, you want a banana, okay? You could just go to the store and buy one. What is it? 60 cents, 80 cents, whatever they're charging per pound. It's less than $1. Or you could be like, nah, I'm not going to go to the store. I'll grow it myself and I'll do it for free. And, you know, you probably can. You could probably grow a bunch of bananas for less than, 60 cents a pound or whatnot. But it's going to take effort, and it's going to take time too. It's also time. And in the meantime, Bitcoin may be going up. I saw that with so many people that, back in the 2017 bull run, a lot of people buying ant miners. And they're like, no, I'm going to get this ant miner. I'm going to spend $2,000 on this ant miner because it's going to mine me Litecoin and Ether or whatever they're going to do with it, with these ASIC miners. And yeah, they spend the $2,000 on it, let's say. Then it takes, 2 weeks, 4 weeks for it to get delivered. So in that time, you're not making anything, okay? And then you get it, you got to set it all up, and then you start plugging and playing. And by the time you break even, it may take you a year. And then in that time, the price went up. 4 other miners came out that are more powerful, and you're kind of behind. So I guess what I'm saying here is mining only works with economies of scale. Look at Game. He's got his miner for sale. And what are you going to do? You're probably going to take that proceeds and buy more crypto with it. So I'm not hating against miners. It sounds like a pretty good idea, but I don't know. I don't think it's the strategy right now, guys. I really don't. I'm not looking to buy an ant miner, or I'm not, or gold. Let's say we know gold is great. Are you looking to go try to pan for gold? I mean, you could go pan for gold right now. Go to a river out there. I don't know, in California and Washington. I don't know. You go out there, you could probably get a nugget, and for free. You just go out there and you pan. Or maybe you could, buy a little piece of land and you can mine the gold on your own. You could probably find it. But the mission that it's going to take, the effort, the time, the scale is not in your favor. And Game Green Guy says, yup, LMAO. So that's coming from a guy that has an ant miner. I'm panning right now. There you go. See, again, I already went down this rabbit hole. I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy all the miners. I'll buy them all. Guys, sometimes it's better to know the guy that grows the weed instead of being the guy that grows it. I'll repeat, it's better to be the guy that buys the weed from the grower instead of the one that grows it. Sometimes the guy that's buying wholesale from the farmer is probably going to make more of a margin than the farmer. I tell you, the farmers, the miners, they have a lot of capital, a lot of overhead, and a lot of time. In the 2017 bull run, Hive Mind, only in 2017 did it. Like, is it still outperforming Bitcoin? Yeah, unless you're buying 1 million worth of miners, you will not be profits quickly. Right. Unless you buy, 100 acres of banana field, you probably won't be in profit quickly. That's the whole point I'm trying to make, guys. And I'm sure, there could be, a situation that there's a stock and a miner that's outperforming Bitcoin. Those could be outliers. But I'm saying on average, on a median, the math probably is better just to go and get the asset. They mine the crypto and their price raises with crypto. That's exactly right. What's my take on OXT? I don't have much of a take on it. I did notice that Coinbase is offering rewards to learn about it, which was interesting. You know, it's kind of like co-signed by Coinbase or whatnot, and they're trying to get people educated on it. But other than that, I don't know much about it. Right now, my focus, and this is me, are the two blue chips. The only two blue chips in crypto are Bitcoin and Ether. Everything else to me is speculation. Okay. And as far as speculation with the altcoins, I'm very bullish on the DeFi for the short term. And I just explained earlier that I'm not even interested in holding those coins. I'm just doing, flips. I'm short-term speculation with the DeFi. Bitcoin outperformed past 5 years to date. That's what I'm saying, Derek. Like, you could try to find these little things, like, a little diamond in the rough, a little baby company that may have outperformed Bitcoin. But, the way I look at it is like Bitcoin is pretty, I want to use the word safe, but maybe that's not the word. It's safer than some of these other things that you've never heard of. So, it's easy, or in my opinion, just to sit on the bits, have complete control of it in your wallet than to, try to take a stab at something that may or may not outperform. It's kind of like, again, I'm not trying to get rich fast. I want to get rich for sure. Okay? There's something that may give you a quick gain. But, it seems to me like Bitcoin is more for sure than a lot of the other things. Game Green says that OXT blew up overnight. It's in a downtrend now. Yeah, I'm not paying attention. I told you guys what I'm paying attention to is Bitcoin, Ether, and the DeFi coins. Bitcoin and Ether are long-term. Bitcoin longer than Ether. I think Ether in the mid to short term will gain on Bitcoin. And then as far as like gambles and speculations and bets and stuff, it's the DeFi. But, I already said it, guys. If I'm holding, like, for instance, I had Lend yesterday. It was up, I don't know how much percent. I sold a chunk of it. I'm not interested in, like, holding these things long term. I want to make my gain and then buy a dip on the other one. And then when when it comes to the stocks, my plays too are weekly spreads. I'm not interested in holding the stock either. This way I stay pretty liquid and I can always make a move. I stay pretty liquid, I can make a move, and then the value is mostly in BTC and Ether. I agree with that company that bought a bunch of Bitcoins to sit on BTC instead of cash. Jonathan Strand says, what do you think is going on with BTC now? Where do you think it will stop and find resistance? Right now we're in a run. We're obviously in a run. Let me pull up the BTC charts. A little pullback this morning, but the trend is up. The trend is up. You can see the technicals here on BTC are reading strong by oscillator summary. This is for the 1 day. The 1 week projections are also fairly strong. There's some oscillators like commodity channel index, momentum, Williams percent range. They're reading sell, but all the other ones are either strong buy or neutral. And then the 1 month projections are pretty strong as well. This is exceeding my expectations. I would have expected Bitcoin to be slightly above 10K right now. So we got some more gas in the tank than expected. This is directly correlated to the markets, in my opinion, the legacy markets. As long as the legacy markets trade sideways or go up, I would see it as favorable for both crypto and precious metals. So, I don't see a resistance right now. I see supports around this price, around 11.8. I see a support. I don't see much resistance. I mean, we ran into 12.4 resistance yesterday. But, that was less than 24 hours ago. So, I mean, it's not clear to me yet. Yeah, even if Bitcoin pulls back as far as 10K, I still see it to be in good shape in the long term. I agree with you, Tyler. And in fact, a pullback to the $10,000 range would actually be bullish, in my opinion. So, it's something to consider. Champ, do you think DeFi is in a bubble? Certain coins maybe. Right now, it's too early to tell. I mean, I think yes, to a certain extent, because let's face it. I don't think we need 100 plus DeFi coins. How many DeFi coins we have here? We have over 50. So I think a majority of these are going to fail. But this is such a new space that this needs to play out. This needs to play out. And as long as look, at the end of the day, all of this is correlated to the legacy market. Okay, to the stock market. If there's easy money pouring into the stock market, then you can expect some of that capital to go into crypto and metals. I mean, we've been seeing metals hit an all-time high, especially gold, above 2,000. So, if that trend follows, then I would expect Bitcoin to keep making gains. But yeah, the resistance right now is 12.4 as it was set yesterday. But, that's not. It hasn't been around for more than 24 hours. I'm bullish, though. Whoever that person was, whoever asked that question, I'm bullish. And then DeFi, to a certain extent, I think it may be a bubble. The better question is which coins are going to survive. Okay, because, crypto was in a bubble at one point, but a lot of those, some of those coins, they died off, and some they stuck around. Ether was around then. Binance was around at those times. I mean, some coins remained. Some coins survived the bubble. And I guess that's the question. Which DeFi coins are going to survive? I mean, I would say, Maker's the one that's had the first mover advantage, has been around for a while. So I definitely see Maker sticking around. I like the low circulating supply with Maker. Compound has an excellent user interface. I would expect it to stick around as well. Lend has a great ticker, a great abbreviation. So that, this top five, I think some of them are going to stick around. CHAINLINK obviously is going to stick around. But, some of these other coins, I don't know which ones are going to remain or not. But as long as Bitcoin and Ether and the stocks are not losing, then I would think that there's still room for the altcoins and the DeFi coins to go up. And let me be clear to everybody listening. I'm not your crypto advisor. I'm not your Bitcoin daddy, your stock market grandfather. I'm not any of those guys. Okay. I'm not providing any advice out here. In fact, don't listen to me because I may not know what I'm talking about. Okay. Make sure if you're looking for advice, don't look at YouTube. Go to a professional, go to Schwab or one of those other bagels. I don't know. Okay, but this is for entertainment purposes. I have to say that it's all my opinion because you got these cucks, these little baby cucks out there that they want to point the finger. Oh, Champ, it didn't go the way you said. Look, Champ's not your daddy, okay? I may be right, I may be wrong. So let me make that clear out there. This is not an advice. I'm not an advisor. On that note, guys, if there's no other questions or comments, I may just be landing the plane here and moving forward. Check Cointelegraph. Is there anything over here on Cointelegraph that's sexy? Bitcoin price will explode if it breaches 13,000. Let's see what it says. Bitcoin will explode in price once it hits 13,000. One trader believes as Bitcoin's futures trade at 6% above spot price. In a tweet on August 18th, the derivatives trader Jay Sturs highlighted extreme Bitcoin future spreads as a sign that an intensely strong bullish advance may soon arrive. You can read this in its entirety. And I think it makes some sense. I've mentioned before, when it comes to the Bitcoin options and the contracts that are available in the future, I'm not seeing any options below 10,000 in 2021. Like you can't buy a put for less than 10,000 in 2021. That expires in 2021. So that indicates to me that things are hella bullish. I'll tell you, you can't even buy a put for less than 10K. So that's. You could buy puts for less than 10K that expire in December. I actually sold a put. I'll tell you this, guy. I sold a put for $7,500 about a month ago. So I agreed to buy Bitcoin at $7,500 in December if the price is less. which it's probably not going to be. And for getting into that contract, they gave me $400 up front. Now that's worth $200 now because the price went up so much. So I'm obviously in the green. But yeah, that's another way. So, you know, instead of like waiting around with my capital to buy the dip, I mean, I just sell the put, collect a premium, and wait around. I'll do a video on that. I did it before, but, you know, I'll do more of that. Let me share this article here that I just read from. And if there's no other comments and questions, I'm out of here. I passed out the lemons. I showed you guys the DeFi. I even showed you guys the spread. Most people didn't catch that, but rewind it, figure it out, and do your knowledge on credit spreads, guys. There's other videos that explain it better than me, but bottom line is you try to get it on every angle. USD, precious metals, altcoins, Bitcoins, Ethers. I want the gains to come in multiple streams. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. It's always a pleasure. I'm wishing you guys the best. I'm going to be doing my exercise in just a moment. I encourage you guys, don't look like Vitalik out there. Make sure you're eating some protein and that you're pumping some weight out there. I don't need you guys looking like The Walking Dead. Some of you guys are behind this computers eating Kit Kats and Skittles. Okay? You need to slow down. Drink some water and eat some protein. And push some weight. Some of you guys, soy factor is very high. You need to relax. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. It's always a pleasure. Shout out to Crazy Ivan, Tyler D, Game Green, Rafterman, Lady Plants, the rest of the boomers out there. I appreciate all you maniacs. Stay strong. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's biggest cousin, your favorite live streamer, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for tuning in.